In this podcast episode, Rob Brooks discusses the rise of artificial intimacy and its implications for human relationships. He begins by expressing a sense of vindication, as many of the things he predicted in his book on the subject have come true. His interest in studying artificial intimacy stems from his background as a biologist, specifically in the field of sexual conflict. He believes that understanding sexual conflict provides valuable insights into the complexities of human relationships. Brooks explains that artificial intimacy involves the creation of machines that can emulate aspects of human relationships, such as having conversations, remembering personal details, and even engaging in sexual interactions. He draws parallels between sexual conflict theory and AI, highlighting the potential for machines to exploit and manipulate individuals in the same way that humans can in relationships. He discusses the potential for machines to mess with people's heads, either inadvertently or deliberately, and the ethical concerns that arise from this. The conversation then turns to the concept of intimacy and how it is built through escalating self-disclosure and mutual attention. Brooks explains that machines can be better than humans at building intimacy because they have access to vast amounts of data and can tailor their interactions to individuals' preferences. However, he emphasizes that machines do not experience intimacy themselves but rather simulate it based on human interactions. The discussion also touches on the topics of virtual reality, VR, porn, and the potential addictiveness of VR sex. While Brooks acknowledges the immersive nature of VR and its potential to enhance sexual experiences, he notes that the technology is still evolving and its impact on addiction is not yet fully understood. Brooks introduces the case of Dave Cat, a man who has been married to a sex doll for over a decade. He explains that Dave Cat finds emotional fulfillment and companionship in his relationship with the doll, highlighting the diverse ways in which people can form relationships with technology. Brooks believes that there will be an increasing recognition of these non-traditional relationships as technology continues to advance. The conversation then shifts to the legal aspects of being married to a robot. Brooks clarifies that it is not legally recognized as marriage but rather a symbolic commitment. He also mentions other examples of artificial intimacy, such as the Lioness vibrator and the Auto-Blow AI, which demonstrate the range of technologies available in this field. Brooks expresses concern about the potential negative consequences of artificial intimacy, particularly in terms of psychological vulnerability and manipulation. He warns of the power of machines to exploit people's desires and emotions, leading to a loss of agency and well-being. He also raises the issue of data privacy and the potential for machines to manipulate individuals for commercial or political purposes. The conversation concludes with a discussion on algorithmic matchmaking and its impact on young male syndrome. Brooks suggests that artificial intimacy can both tap into and deflect the energy associated with young male syndrome. On one hand, it can provide an outlet for sexual and status-seeking behaviors, reducing the likelihood of violence and risk-taking. On the other hand, it can exacerbate the syndrome by narrowing the dating pool and creating a competitive environment. Overall, Brooks highlights the complex and multifaceted nature of artificial intimacy and its potential implications for human relationships. He urges caution and ethical considerations as technology continues to advance in this field.